So it's kind of like a milestone returning that wheelchair because Ezekiel doesn't need it anymore. And I just think about, like, I'm just so grateful how the Lord has been working in Ezekiel's life and how he brought us through that whole surgery. I was so nervous because I had no idea what life was going to look like, how I was going to take care of him when he couldn't put any weight on both of his legs. And you know what's sad is that, like, the hospital, like, they don't really prepare you for that. Like, I was told that, you know, someone from like social services and stuff would come by and like help me figure out that kind of stuff with medical equipment we would need, and nobody ever came by. So we were completely on our own, but we weren't on our own, you know, like Jesus was there every step of the way, and we made it through. And it's just such a blessing. And also, it's just something to think about. Like, I know that the world that we live in, the lives we lead, they're going to be full of problems, right? So we went through the surgery with Ezekiel. There was a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress on me during that time because I was figuring stuff out and it was very difficult. And, you know, my emotions were always high because I was always concerned that something was going to go wrong. And then we have the church issue that we're going through now. And it was like, God allows it to come in waves. You know, I'm not going to say that he won't give us more than we can bear, because I believe that he will, because he gives us the strength that we need. Like, we aren't going to be able to bear anything in this life on our own. Like, honestly, we would all be in an insane asylum, or we would just be dead, because we cannot handle the stuff that life throws at us by ourselves. Like, we just can't. But it is very cool to see how, like, God allows this stuff to come in waves, you know? So we went through the thing with Ezekiel's surgery. He's healed up. He's all good now. And then we had the stuff with the church happen. And so it's just like birth pains, you know, whenever you have those birth pains and you get like even like a 20-second rest in between. I remember when I was giving birth, like, I would literally fall asleep between contractions when I was starting to transition, and I would be full on dreaming, even though my contractions were only like 30 seconds to a minute apart. Like, you didn't need much time. Like, just any rest in between was like welcome, and your body was like, thank you. And so I feel like God treats this life the same way with us, you know, like in waves, where we can have a minute to assess, breathe, and then there's something else. And I just picture us growing and growing every single time those waves come in. You know, we get stronger. We're able to fix our eyes on Jesus faster through them. We're able to realize an eternal perspective of what matters most in life. And yeah, so that was just, I don't know, dropping off that wheelchair. I was, you know, hit with all kinds of emotions about life and God and things, but I had to share it with y'all. Now we're going to go to Aldi and see what we can find.
You're teaching me with my imperfections, reaching me when I run the other direction. I'm undone, unraveling my plans. Make me whole again, rebuild me from the inside out, in a way only you know how.
Alright guys, it just left Aldi. I found something in there that could be life-saving for me. It could absolutely change the trajectory of my life and make my life so much easier. So let me show you what I found. I'm just kidding. Keith would never go for that. I'm sorry, I'm driving. Y'all are gonna yell at me. Please be nice in the comments, okay? I am driving and I am talking while I drive, but that is because I fear I will not have a quiet moment once I get home. So I gotta utilize the quiet moments while I can, right? But I am gonna look at the road, even though I do wanna look at y'all because y'all are so beautiful. Anyways, I talked about in my last video the concept of habit stacking and how I wanted to start anytime I didn't get my to-do list done, I wanted it to encourage me to think about Philippians 1:6 and to think about how God is not going to give up on me. He is going to complete the work that He has started in me. And in the same way, every single time I leave the grocery store, I want it to immediately lead me into thanksgiving. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you for providing for my needs, for my family today. As I walk out of the store, no matter what I wasn't able to get, I was able to get what I needed to feed my family, and I'm not going to worry about the future or like what next week's groceries are going to look like. And so if we as stay-at-home moms could come up with little triggers like throughout the day that remind us to look up, I think that is such a beautiful thing, and it's going to make our lives so much better, so much more satisfying, so much more enjoyable, so much less stressful and anxious whenever little things in our minds trigger us to think about a verse or give thanks to God. Every single time I leave the grocery store, I want to say, thank you, Jesus. As I'm walking out, as those automatic doors open, I pray that it would remind me to take a moment of thanksgiving for the fact that He has provided the money that I needed to get the food, the diapers, the toilet paper, whatever I needed, He provided. Oh, He's so good. Give me a hug. Give me a hug. Alright guys, these did not get done today, so I'm going to move these to the truth chair for tonight, and while I do so, I'm going to think about Philippians 1:6 and know that even though there is work that I did not get done today, that God is going to finish the work that He started in me. So y'all have a wonderful day, and we'll see you tomorrow.